911, do you have an emergency?
Today on Rescue 911, a mentally distraught husband goes out of control in his own home.
I knew it was a bad call right away.
With 2 shot and 4 terrified, officers attempt to bring a family's nightmare to an end.
I thought he was just gonna shoot us all.
Then, on Rescue 911.
Francine Nicholas had been married for 11 years. She lived with her husband and their 6 children in a small town in Ontario, Canada. From the outside, their home looked like a happy one. But Francine and her children lived behind a wall of disturbing secrets.
And if something wasn't going his way, he'd like flip out and just get angry over nothing.
I would see him hit my mom and hit my brothers, so all of us were afraid.
On the morning of May 28, 1991, Francine sought help at a shelter for battered women.
Francine was planning on leaving her husband.
I cannot handle this anymore. And
as she told me her story, I realized that this man would go to extreme lengths to keep her in line and keep her at home.
I would really strongly urge you to stay.
I didn't want her to leave that room.
I cannot do that. I have 5 children.
After she had left, I was really upset. I felt she was in a lot of danger.
Francine. Francine.
Maurice, qu'est-ce qu'il y a dedans? Qu'est-ce que t'as? Qu'est-ce que tu fais là?
When we continue.
Where's the gun now? He still has it in his hand?
If we're going to a gun call, we have to be sure that when the officers arrive, they are in a safe situation. Sometimes the person just won't give up the gun.
Every day, unsung heroes are on the scene, saving lives. Paramedics, next on Discovery Health Channel.
Tonight, a teen suffers a gunshot wound and a man goes into shock from a bee sting. Precious moments between trauma and treatment make all the difference. The Critical Hour, tonight on Discovery Health Channel.
Durham Regional Police Dispatcher Paul Murray took the call.
I couldn't make out what was going on, but I immediately motioned to my supervisor to plug in because I knew it was a bad call right away. It was such a long time of screaming. It just sent shivers up and down my spine. I knew somebody was bleeding, so that activated the ambulance right away.
Among the rescuers who responded was EMT John Henry.
We received the call around 5 o'clock in the morning to go to a residence, unknown patients, unknown condition. We were apprised by our dispatch to approach with caution.
Hello, what's going on there? Somebody shot him?
And the mother came on, and I could barely hear her at the start. And then she said that her husband was killing her.
Okay, we got a shooting, 928, father shot mother.
Maria is calling 18 crime unit standby. It's a 940 going on. Lots of screaming in the background.
Where are the guns now?
We couldn't reach out and touch or help them. All we could do is listen, so that's what makes it tough. You know that you want to be out there and help, but you can't.
You stay on the line with me. Yeah, I know. Where's the gun? You stay at still have it?
I always thought that he hated us, and I thought he was just gonna shoot us all.
What kind of shape is your mother in? We're so full of blood, but... Okay, did she get shot? Where'd she get shot at?
My dad saying, your mom's gonna die. Just look at her. She's gonna fall down and die.
Okay, what's your dad doing? Does he still have the gun?
The worst part was when I saw my mom sitting on the chair, bleeding to death, and my dad didn't do anything about it. I was crying, and it was scary.
What's he doing with the gun? Tell him to put the gun down. No. What are you doing with the gun? Well, he took it around.
If we're going to a gun call, we have to be sure that when the officers arrive, they are in a safe situation. It's not always possible to do that. Sometimes the person just won't give up the gun.
Where's the gun now? Still has it, but he still has it in his hand? Does he know that the police are coming? Yeah. He's going to have to put the gun down someplace where the police can see it, and he'll have to have his hands in the air when the police arrive. Hello? Hello? Yeah? What's your father doing now? Nothing. Does your father speak English? Yes. Now, where would he shoot it with the gun? Are you there, son? Hello? Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, okay, what's your name, son? Patrick Nicholas. Okay, they're here now. Okay, yeah. The police are here. Yeah, but where's your dad? Oh, he's in another room, but I have the gun. You have it? Yeah. Okay. The son has the gun in his possession.
Control the Bonneville units. Apparently the son has possession of the weapon now.
Knowing the man's son now had the gun, units closed in, led by Constable John Alexander.
There is always the chance that the father was able to overpower the son and had the gun back in his possession, or that he had left the house and was maybe lurking in the bushes waiting for us to arrive.
Are they at the door? Yeah. Okay. Tell the officer, though, that the son has the gun. The son is not the culprit. No, the father was the culprit.
Control those units. Apparently the father is a suspect here, but the son has the gun. We have him on the line.
Number 10-6. Well, just relax for a second here until the officers settle, okay? Okay. But you keep him away from the gun, okay?
In a domestic violence situation, you really wonder how this situation came to be, how long it has been going on. You never really are prepared for what you're actually going to see when you arrive at the scene.
The police are inside the house. They're in the house right now. Oh, okay. All right, that's good. Okay. That's good, son. Can I hang up?
We've been briefed on the types of calls that we would receive, but there's nothing to compare with this call.
Put your hands up behind your head. Both, put them up there. Get down on your knees.
At this point, my main concern was the removal of the accused from the scene.
Once the scene was secured, EMTs, including John Hendry, were finally allowed in to treat the victims.
Unfortunately, domestic violence is fairly common, and we find that we go to the same residence over and over again. We have had 2 incidences in the last year and a half of females being beaten to death.
What do you got? She's right there. She's shot.
A quick examination showed she had suffered multiple gunshot wounds, and she was obviously in shock.
Where do you hurt the most?
It was amazing that she was still conscious.
How are you doing? Where do you hurt? In your hand.
The child had a through-and-through gunshot wound to her hand. I think she was as upset seeing her mother injured as she was with her own injury.
We're going to take your mom to the hospital. Don't be scared, okay? And you're going to go with her. You got to be brave, okay? Come on, up we come.
Mom, you'll be okay, Mom. When the ambulance came, they took Mom away. I thought she wasn't going to make it at first, but my aunt said that she would for us.
Put your head up against the cruiser. Spread your legs. Wider. Folsom.
I advised Constable Baker at this time to arrest the accused for attempt murder, as the mother had been shot 3 times. From the back seat, the father spoke up and said, "No, I shot her 5 times." He showed no remorse at all. He was just so calm that it was really unbelievable.
I'm arresting you for attempted murder. You have the right...
Detective Paul Carroll was the lead investigator in the case.
He subsequently went to trial for a charge of attempt murder on his wife and an aggravated assault on his daughter. He was found guilty and sentenced to 12 years.
Do you understand?
The good part about this is I don't have to see my father anymore. Because when I look at him, it makes me scared.
5-year-old Angelique was treated for a gunshot wound to the hand and released the same day. Her mother, Francine, was hospitalized for 3 weeks. A year has passed.
I am a free person. I am no longer afraid of speaking. I don't have to ask permission anymore. I never thought it could be that way. Even Patrick told me one day, he says, "Mom, I never thought life could be so good." It's for the children that I stayed. Now I know today that it was very wrong because my children suffered a lot.
Francine and her 6 children are undergoing counseling.
She's channeling all her anger, that repressed anger over 11 years, into speaking out and giving other women hope that there is a different life out there.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're fortunate this afternoon to have Francine Nicholas speaking to us. Francine is a victim of spouse abuse.
I love to speak out because I do believe that if I made it, they can make it too. Look for the sign of jealousy, of control. The important part is to not become trapped. It's when you don't like what your boyfriend does to you. It is your right. When a woman decides to leave, don't tell him, just take the kids and get out. Because I did that. And he tried to kill me.
Recently, Francine fulfilled her dream of owning her own business.
The sewing shop is my last baby. It gives me a sense of accomplishment. It's wonderful. I mean, I'm my own boss. I can take a day off. It's fine.
Things have changed for the better. Me and Mom are closer now. I don't want her to get hurt again, so I stay close to her because I love her.
I'm just glad she's still alive for us because I feel that she's a great person and a great mother.
Next, step inside the command center where the calls for help are answered and meet the real-life heroes who save lives. Stay tuned for another episode of Rescue 911. Next on Discovery Health Channel. Real life, medicine, miracles.
Mr. Shapiro, step out of the car, please.